Hi guys, in today's video I thought I would do a little bit of a different type of video. I kind of did this sort of video before, but yeah, I feel like I need to respond to a video I've just seen online. So if you guys watched a couple of videos back, I was chatting about somebody on YouTube who I'd interacted with called Jordan Wyatt. Now, Jordan originally had two hamsters from Pets at Home, Princess and what were the hamsters called? But yeah, so he had these two hamsters and they were living in two really small Pets at Home cages. And so I commented on the video and I was like, look, as a vet nurse, these cages are just not suitable. They can cause issues in the sense of your hamster can chew the bars, which can damage the teeth. Your hamster can climb the bars due to boredom, which can cause back and spine problems. The wheels you're using can cause spine issues and they can't actually effectively push the wheel. And I was like, with them being a burrowing species, they need a deep amount of bedding. Like this little guy here, I'm just waiting to either get some acrylic to go around so I can heighten his bedding, or I am just gonna find some cardboard and pop it around for temporary measures. But that is just so my hamster can burrow and that's so my hamster can dig. And Jordan messaged me on Instagram. Everything was actually really nice. Like, he was willing to take my advice. I was like, oh hi Jordan, like you need to really upgrade your cage. I even mentioned how Pets at Home, even though it's not the best height, but length and width wise he could have made it work, in the sense of it was the Pets at Home 3 cage I think it is, but it's £55, which for 100 by 50 centimeters for £55 you can't really complain, to be completely honest. Like, it's a decent price. For example, this cage here is 80, which is still a really good price. And one of the comments Jordan made was, when I was talking about vet care and I was talking about the fact they need an exotics vet and things like that, Jordan's like, oh well, they're just going to die anyway. And it's little things like that that I'm just like, why do people get these animals? I really don't understand. And today I was watching his new video and I'm slightly even more infuriated because, so Jordan did get a larger cage. I think it was for Princess. The other hamster is still in a really small Pets Home cage, which Pets Home actually recommends for dwarf hamsters, even though it's not suitable for dwarf hamsters. And Jordan basically hadn't improved his care. His hamster bedding was maybe an inch deep. She still had a small wheel, but this hamster is pregnant. And yeah, that's where the care gets pretty piss poor. So she is living in a 70 by 30 centimeter cage, which might not sound like a lot to us, but this is a very small animal. For them, 70 by 30 centimeters is quite a decent amount of floor space to lose. And yeah, so, and then he's also now got another hamster, Spud, who is about 8 weeks old, 9-10 weeks old, and he has got him in a cage that's below 50 centimeters, or maybe just on 50 centimeters by 30, which is appalling. And he is basically saying because this hamster is small, that's why it basically means this cage should be small. My hamster just in front of you guys, he is 10 to 12 weeks old. He lives in a 100 by 50 centimeters because that is the bare minimum. And I don't think people realise when they made the bare minimum, there were so many different studies done, so many different vets were spoken to, the practice I've worked at was spoken to, rescues were involved. They had hamsters in several different setups to see what would work for them, and the least amount of stress was put in the larger setups, and the least amount of stress for the smaller setups was 100 by 50. So it's just so frustrating when you see even Pets at Home now is stopping selling certain cages now, which is great. Some of the cages are still far too small, but the one that his new hamster is in, they don't sell anymore due to it being too small. The majority of their cages are too small, but yeah. So it's just frustrating when, as a vet nurse, you advise and you try and help people and they completely ignore you and neglect their animal, and it progressively gets worse. So yeah, that is just my little rant. If you guys would like any if you guys would like to see the conversation between me and Jordan, I have no issues in sharing that with you guys, because I was verbally abused by him and his friend over correct animal care, which is just shocking. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye guys.